A report released by the International Criminal Court Prosecutor Fatou Bensouda claims that lack of sufficient cooperation, witness tampering and interference from the Kenyan government played a major role in the collapse of the Kenyan cases. Luis Moreno Ocampo, the first prosecutor in the case, has also been accused of failed leadership that contributed to the problems encountered in the case. NTV's Mel Miendo reports.
The Office of the Prosecutor at the International Criminal Court under the directorship of Prosecutor Fatou Bensouda has over the last 7 years expended its energy reviewing lessons learned following cases that either flopped or succeeded. In particular, the panel of independent external experts reviewed the Kenya situation and their report has been made public. It blames former prosecutor Luis Moreno Ocampo for the collapse of the cases. The report attributes this to Ocampo's inability to respond adequately to the challenges presented by cases against powerful, high-level accused individuals. Additionally, the experts say that Ocampo's leadership was a major contributing factor to the problems encountered in the Kenya cases. It further states that his style discouraged candid, contrary assessments and viewpoints to the detriment of the cases, and some lower-level leaders perpetuated this attitude. Aside from Ocampo's alleged autocracy, the report further blames him for not appreciating effective prosecutorial action based on law and facts, stating, and I quote, "The prosecutorial process was hampered by deadlines set by Prosecutor 1, Ocampo, based on considerations other than sound prosecutorial practice," end of quote. The experts were also concerned with the professional caliber of the staff working in the ICC at the time, saying that they lacked the requisite experience and skill sets to deal with complex investigations and prosecutions against high-level suspects. According to the report, the effectiveness of the investigations and prosecutions was significantly undermined. The prosecutions were burdened with weak cases, relying on one or only a small number of insider witnesses whose evidence could not be independently verified by the OTP to establish essential elements of the case. The experts found that investigations by insiders were constantly threatened by a pervasive witness interference campaign, made worse by the difficulties encountered with the witness protection program at that time. In a rejoinder, however, former ICC Prosecutor Luis Moreno Ocampo faulted the report, saying that it did not suggest how the witness interference that affected the trial phase could have been controlled. He argues that the experts have diverted attention by producing unfounded personal attacks, including on the current prosecutor, and a baseless challenge of the Office of the Prosecutor entire staff quality. He also rubbished claims about his autocratic leadership, stating that the experts concluded his method of leadership without interviewing him or allowing him to provide explanation to their concern. Bensouda's office terms the challenges faced in Kenya's situation as unique and has since put in place measures to implement concrete change in the office of the prosecutor. The prosecutor says, and I quote, "I am encouraged by the fact that the office had already addressed most of the recommended changes in response to our experience of the Kenya situation, even prior to the receipt of the independent external experts report." End of quote. Mel Miendo, NTV.